Life, it comes at us like a train with all its ups and downs, its pains and its joys. How do we deal with it? How do we process it? How do what we learn from life, and especially what we teach life back in return, makes all of the difference. Welcome to Life Talks. Hello and welcome back to episode 2. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Latoya. Bienvenidos nuevamente al episodio número 2.
I should say hola, Costa Rica, and all other places that are going to be listening.
Hola, Costa Rica y todos los países que están escuchando.
So if you did not see episode 1, Stephanie, my sister, literally trying to be twins, and I were talking about our current experience with our hysterectomy that we had a day apart.
Yeah, one day apart.
One day apart. It was not planned.
Si no escuchaste el episodio número 1, pues lo que estamos haciendo es un resumen de lo que nos sucedió a mi hermana Latoya tratando de ser mi gemela literalmente y a mí que tuvimos una histerectomía con 2 días de diferencia.
Yeah, we're trying to be alike, right? We're trying to do everything
Somebody
together.
is following somebody. Alguien está imitando a alguien. I did it first, so I think you are trying to.
You only did it first because, you know.
El mío fue el 5 y el suyo fue el 6, so I'm always first and I'm older, so just.
You are older.
Second.
Yeah. So what I realized is that we did not tell them our age last time.
Ok, en el episodio número 1 se nos olvidó decir nuestra edad.
So since you're always first, go first.
Así que como yo soy primera, entonces voy a decir primero, yo tengo 49 años cumplidos hace, en octubre, hace 2 meses, hace 3 meses, 49, and my birthday was last October, 49.
Once you pass like 25, we have to triple count. We have to make sure. You saw how her head was going. You have to, and I'm counting in my head to make sure I'm right too.
You know, I still having trouble to laugh. I can't laugh too hard.
Really?
No, because it hurts. Después de los, when I laugh, my womb hurts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You don't have a womb so the womb don't hurt.
I don't have a womb anymore. No. That's what you call womb?
Yeah.
I learned something new now. Me costó recordar mi edad porque después de los 25 pues no se le olvida.
Okay.
Listo.
I am 43. And
43, a baby.
I'll be 44 in March. So
Será 44 en marzo.
But I think we make our age look good.
Right. Le hacemos justicia a nuestra edad.
There you go. Okay, so I would encourage you to go back and look at the first episode so that you can catch up with us, because we're going to go right in to our talks about the hysterectomy that the two of us had a day apart and our experience.
Así que te animamos a regresar al episodio número 1 porque nosotros vamos a seguir con los detalles de la histerectomía que ambas tuvimos.
Okay, so lessons learned from the hysterectomy.
Ambas aprendimos lecciones de la histerectomía.
So we had talked earlier about choosing life first, do what's best for you to have a better life. And we were on number 2, which was making sure you have a support system. And within that number 2, we had just talked about the pre-work processing. So now we're going to talk about after the surgery.
Entonces, en el video número 1 hablamos acerca de la decisión que tuvimos que tomar. El segundo punto hablamos acerca del sistema de apoyo. Y dentro de ese sistema de apoyo, en este momento vamos a hablar acerca de la etapa después de la operación.
Okay. So after the surgery, it's important to have a support system too. And you're shifting from, you're still within the information, but now it's more support in the recovery and help, which if you don't have help, you're really, you're risking not healing properly and getting the rest that you need.
En esta segunda etapa es muy importante el apoyo igual, porque en esta etapa dependemos de otras personas, dependemos de el apoyo de aquellas personas que nos van a ayudar a recuperarnos correctamente.
Yeah. So, Stephanie, you could share yours, but I know for me, we rest was most important. I slept a lot, and your body needs it. Rest and fluids was the main thing. Rest, fluids, and pain management, right? Those were the three important things.
Las tres cosas importantes para Latoya fue el descanso, rest, mucho líquido y el manejo del dolor.
Yeah.
In my case was similar. Rest, the fluids also, because I had problems going to the bathroom. Tuve mucho problema para ir al baño, incluso durante la emergencia no había ido al baño toda una semana, y después de la cirugía tampoco fui al baño por un buen tiempo y esto fue difícil, entonces tuve necesidad de mucho fluido. Y el dolor, no me gusta tomar pastillas. I'm sharing with them that I don't like to take pills, so I had trouble with that.
Yeah.
Tuve problemas tomando pastillas porque por costumbre nunca me gusta más los remedios naturales, y pues entonces quise evitar lo más posible las pastillas, pero era necesario.
Yeah, and what did I tell you about taking pills?
Right, sí, ella me llamó la atención porque me dijo que era importante para lo que era the swelling, para lo que era la inflamación, era necesario algunas ocasiones pues tomar las pastillas, aunque yo las evitaba.
And for those of us who are into health, you also take things that will help, which is fine. But for me, it was important with the swelling, I iced. I used a lot of ice to keep the swelling down. And you like the heat. Right?
En el caso de ella, interesante, en el caso de ella usaba hielo para bajar la inflamación y para sentir un cierto confort. Y en mi caso fue diferente porque yo usaba el calor. Cuando yo me calentaba, y no estoy hablando de un calor que queme, pero estoy hablando de un calor como, porque yo sufría mucho y todavía hoy sufro mucho de cólico, ese espacio vacío. Tiene que ayudar. I'm telling them that I'm having trouble with the cramps, with the gas, and so the heat somehow helps me with the gas.
Yeah, and I slept with ice, literally.
Wow.
I slept with ice. That's what I needed. So, but even though we're saying rest, one of the important things that we needed to do was move. So it was a balance with.
A pesar de que.
Those nurses were driving me crazy. Like eventually they were like, okay, let's go up, let's walk a little bit. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to move. Oh, gosh.
Me pasó igual porque, okay, I'm telling them that what happened to me also, right?
Yeah.
Me pasó igual porque a pesar de que necesitaba el descanso, pero había esa información confusa de diversas personas y los doctores, my doctors also, que decían, debes caminar, debes levantarte, sal a la calle, y trata de incorporarte poco a poco, porque si te quedas en cama después no te vas a poder mover. It's like, and that's so true. If we would stay in bed, then we would be cramped. Maybe forever.
You risk blood clots, and your body, your muscles need to get moving again because it's a new normal for them. So the muscles have to figure out what the uterus was taken out, right? And so now the muscles have this space that they need to get strong around. versus having something there. So the muscles have to get exercise and used to coming back in and, you know, coming tight into a space that they didn't have to do that before. So walking and moving help. But I just wanted to sleep.
I know. El caminar tenía sentido porque si se nos removió el útero, entonces ese espacio, el músculo tiene que aprender qué hacer con ese espacio. Entonces al movilizarnos, obligamos al músculo a volver a activarse, incluso a tomar fuerza nuevamente para cerrarse. Pero ella dice que ella definitivamente aprovechó su tiempo para dormir porque necesitaba dormir.
Yes,
and you know, at first I didn't want to see anyone. I didn't want to receive anyone. Like I wanted to just stay in my solitary place, you know, resting. That was my first week. Not even the phone I wanted to
but
answer.
That was
but
important.
when
I feel like we needed that though. We needed that, and then we can transition into
into walking and
people that we didn't.
Right. Esta primera semana no teníamos fuerzas para recibir visitas, para contestar teléfono, pero siento que es un tiempo, y pues dice ella que fue un tiempo merecido, merecíamos ese espacio personal mientras nos recuperábamos y volvíamos ya a reincorporarnos en ese movimiento necesario.
Yeah, you know, so my children were there after I had it, and that's it. That's all that was in the house. They did what they did, and they let me rest. But you just have to allow your body to rest. Your mind has to rest. It's trauma. It is trauma. You know, something was removed, so your body has gone through a trauma. Any surgery is a trauma. You know.
Cualquier cirugía es causa de trauma. El cuerpo recibió un trauma y el cuerpo necesita y merece tiempo para recuperarse. Sus hijos estuvieron con ella, ellos la ayudaron y ella se tomó su tiempo. En mi caso, mi mamá decidió venir a dormir conmigo esos primeros días y ella fue un apoyo extraordinario con sus destrezas de enfermera por 20 años. Entonces ella definitivamente fue el médico que Dios me envió en el momento justo. My mom was my doctor those first days.
Right.
And then when she left, cuando ella se fue, I was like, Mommy, I'm going to die without you. I remember literally the day she left, I told her, my kids and my husband, they're trying, but they're going to kill me.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful because she still can't. I can laugh now. See,
I can't.
But I'm grateful because I had a community of women, and I had some male friends too who then they just, you know, took turns. They came in, they cooked, they brought the food, they cleaned the house, and they just let me, you know, we couldn't lift up. I couldn't lift up more than 5 pounds, you know, and you know, all my energy just went into walking outside for 5 minutes, coming back, and I slept the rest of the day. It was so tiring.
Exactly.
So having a support system, and I know you'll translate, having a support system after the surgery to help with the meals and all of that is super, super important. You need it.
Muy importante el apoyo para lo que son la preparación de nuestros alimentos, para lo que es levantar carga, porque hasta este momento no estamos permitidos, we are still not allowed to handle any weight. No podemos llevar carga, no podemos subir escalones, no podemos aspirar, y eso se va a tomar entre 3 a 6 meses de seguir cuidando nuestro cuerpo, a pesar de que tengamos que caminar y mantenernos ejercitados, pero no podemos ejercer fuerza sobre ese músculo.
And we're 5 weeks now, and I am still not allowed to carry groceries up the stairs. She said 20 pounds, that's it, just walk. All I'm allowed to do right now is walk. So it's important.
Todo lo que podemos hacer en este momento es caminar, solo caminar, a pesar de que vayamos a la tienda, pero no podemos ser las que carguemos las bolsas, sino que alguien las tiene que cargar por nosotros.
Okay, good. Okay, number 3. We had to learn to relinquish our strength, let it others. Well, I guess it's the same thing we just talked about. So in that, right? Following the doctor's orders and letting your body heal in its time, you have to learn to relinquish your strength and let others be your strength. It's hard to do, but it's a lesson on trust.
Algo muy difícil de hacer, pero que tiene que ver con la confianza es, en el proceso de sanar debemos de confiar nuestra fuerza en manos de otros, y es parte de lo que estábamos hablando. Es difícil acostarse allí, depender 100% de los demás, pero es parte del proceso para poder sanar correctamente.
Yeah. You know how many times I went to pick up a pot and my friend would be here and they would be like,
Yes.
it's too heavy. And I'm like, I can lift it. And do it. Or I would go to the refrigerator and take something and they're like, why are you bending? And it was hard. So
Yeah. A mí me pasó algo similar en Navidad. Me invitaron a comer mi familia y tengo una sobrina que no ha dejado de caminar detrás de mí. No cargues ese plato se ve muy lleno, no lo cargues. This was my niece on Christmas Day when we had our dinner, and my niece was like, give me that plate looks too heavy. And I was like, oh, I love to have your company, because she would do everything.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, number 4. Whoa, that was a rough one. Number 4, right? The emotional roller coaster that we went in through those weeks was crazy. Every moment was a different thought that triggered a different emotion.
Right.
And, you and
nuestras emociones.
Things, yeah.
Nuestras emociones suben y bajan, y eso pues es difícil.
Yeah, so what we learned, what we shared was that we need to be patient with our emotions as we process, because it's a grief process, and it would be good to, with a counselor, go through a grief program, because it is something that for a woman is gone. It's like a death in a sense. And for the women who, for me, I have children, but for us to be sympathetic to those who don't have children and who may have wanted children and did not expect this to happen to them, it's a deeper grief. It's a harder grief for them. Even if it's a choice between life or death, the fact is that when you remove your uterus, you cannot have any more children. And a lot of women connect their femininity and their ability to give life through that and their value. So it's an emotional thing, but you have to be patient with it and get help and support for it.
La realidad de esto, en lo que nosotros estamos en este momento, en este proceso, es que es un duelo. Hay que tomarlo como lo que es, un duelo. Y entonces tenemos que emocionalmente tomar nuestro tiempo para pasar este duelo, vivir el duelo como lo que es, porque fue una pérdida. Entonces sería importante recibir consejería para atravesar este duelo.
Yeah.
Porque para muchas personas lo que significa esto es que ya no podemos tener bebés, ya no podemos procrear. Y el procrear para muchas mujeres es un aspecto sumamente importante. Si fuera para mujeres que no tienen hijos, en el caso de nosotros pues ya tenemos nuestros hijos, pero para muchas mujeres tener que atravesar este momento, se sienten como que pues este es el final, porque no pueden tener más hijos, ¿para qué estoy aquí? O soy inútil. Eso es lo que muchas personas pueden pensar. Entonces esta etapa es importante.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's important now, Stephanie, that we even stop and acknowledge the women who wanted children and cannot have, who've had to have this procedure done. We see you, we understand. We are laughing in a sense, like we're happy because we've been through it and we're recovering, but our grief process is going to be shorter than yours. And
Queremos
that
tomar
we
un
understand.
tiempo. Debemos tomar un tiempo para reconocer a aquellas mujeres que no han tenido hijos, no han tenido la misma suerte que nosotras. Queremos decirte que te vemos, conocemos, sentimos lo que sientes. Y nosotras en este momento reímos, pero estamos contigo. Entendemos si nuestro proceso, nuestro luto va a ser más corto y sabemos que el tuyo será largo porque no vas a poder tener la posibilidad de tener hijos y entonces estamos contigo.
Yeah, so be patient with yourself, and I'm giving you a hug right now.
Ten paciencia contigo misma, te enviamos un abrazo en este momento.
Yeah, and we see you. We see you.
Te vemos, te reconocemos.
So that then leads us to number 5, perspective.
Llegando al punto número 5, que es,
Perspective.
Oh, la perspectiva con la que cada uno ve la situación.
And so, you know, we can't tell people how to think, right? We can't tell them how to process things, but perspective helps us to move a little bit quicker out of certain places of emotional hardship, right?
Right. No podemos decirle a usted cómo afrontar su situación porque todos somos diferentes y afrontamos la situación diferentes. Y entonces nuestra reacción va a ser diferente. La perspectiva con la que entramos dentro de la situación es la que nos ayuda a salir de ella o quedarnos allí.
All right, so what perspective does, you know, is that we may be thinking that something horrible happened, but it's really how we look at it. In most cases, we have chosen life to continue having a good quality of life for your family. So if
entonces lo que hace
Go ahead.
Lo que hace la perspectiva es que nos ayuda a ver la situación. Lo que hace la perspectiva es lo que nos ayuda a entrar dentro de la situación visualizándola no como algo negativo, sino como algo positivo. Escogimos vivir, decidimos vivir. Y al decidir vivir, entonces eso nos da una perspectiva positiva.
Yeah. So then number 6.
Punto 6.
Número 6.
6.
Yep.
Punto número 6. Point number 6.
Point number 6 is that you're not alone. We are not alone in this journey.
Definitivamente no estamos solas en este proceso, en este camino, no estamos solas. No.
There is a community of millions and millions of women who are going through the same thing that we're going through. They have that's just how life is. So we're not alone, and there's a sisterhood that we belong to now, right?
Hay una comunidad de mujeres, de miles y miles de mujeres que están pasando por la misma situación y entonces definitivamente no estamos solas. Ahora tenemos una hermandad a la cual pertenecemos.
Yeah. So they understand, right? Our sisterhood understands. And
nuestra hermandad nos entiende.
And they tell us it's okay to talk about or not talk about. You know what I mean? Like this sisterhood now, you don't have to keep explaining yourself. Like
dentro de esta hermandad no es necesario estarse explicando porque esta hermandad entiende.
Like Stephanie could text me. Stephanie could just text me, and she said it earlier. She said, it's still hard for me to laugh. She doesn't have to explain anything else because we're part of this sisterhood. I know what she means. Do you know how long it took me to sneeze?
Wow.
I avoided sneezing.
Wow. Coughing.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Sneezing and coughing, and that was horrible.
Yeah. So
entonces ella está diciendo que la hermandad, personas que han pasado por esta situación te entenderán cuando dices, aún no me puedo reír. No me he podido reír como reía antes en mucho tiempo. A ella le tomó mucho tiempo toser, a mí también. Mi mamá me dio una técnica que es cuando siento que viene el estornudo, agarra una almohada y aprieta tu estómago. I had to have a pillow and I
just took my pillow. Exactly. I took it to show. Yeah. So literally,
right.
Holding it against
there you go. Y apretar para poder estornudar, para poder toser y para poder reír, porque definitivamente no se puede y la hermandad entiende. So the sisterhood understands.
Sisterhood understands. And then number 7 is mindfulness, right? So I'll explain that. So mindfulness means be present for the journey. That helped a lot because we want to quickly go to the next day. I need to walk already. I need to use the bathroom. I need to pee. But my counselor helped me, and she gave me permission to be right there with what's happening and not try to tell the experience what it should be. So just a quick example, I felt that I would have my Bible or books to read, and for 2 weeks my body said no, absolutely not. Every time I try to read a book, I would fall asleep. And she called me and she's like, why? I said, well, I feel like I'm being non-productive and I need to do things. And she said, no, your body doesn't need that right now. Give your body permission to just be right there and be mindful about where you are. And the minute I gave my body permission to do that, it just made all of the difference. So I didn't do anything. It just, whatever. And that helped.
Okay. Entonces es vivir el momento. Porque en este proceso quizás estamos experimentando lo que estamos experimentando, pero queremos pasar a la siguiente etapa. Debemos de tomarnos nuestro tiempo, que si hoy no me puedo levantar, no me puedo levantar. Si hoy no puedo estornudar, pues aceptar que no puedo estornudar. Cada etapa traerá consigo lo que le pertenece, y pues nosotros debemos de darnos nuestro tiempo. Yo recuerdo dar del cuerpo las primeras semanas fue difícil, pero ahora puedo decir que es parte del pasado. Para poder orinar aún es difícil. Lo que he notado es que cuando uso una faja me ayuda a poder hacerlo más fácilmente, pero eso también pasará. Llegará un momento en que ya lo voy a ir al baño más tranquilamente. Entonces debemos de estar presentes en el proceso y disfrutar cada etapa.
Yeah. And your doctor, you shared with them what your doctor had said to you?
Okay, la doctora, I shared a little bit.
Yeah.
La doctora, cuando fui a mi primera cita, me dijo exactamente eso: tómese su tiempo para sanar. Me dijo, salga, no se preocupe, ajústese a su realidad. ¿Qué tuve que hacer? Me dice, si necesita subir algún escalón, porque necesita subir el escalón, hágalo hacia atrás. Y entonces empecé a hacerlo hacia atrás. Lo que hacía es no ejercer mucha fuerza sobre mi estómago, y definitivamente me ayudó. Pero ella me dijo, tómese su tiempo, salga, haga sus quehaceres de forma segura, para que poco a poco pueda volver a reintegrarse a la sociedad, viviendo cada etapa, una a la vez.
Yeah, just take your time to heal.
Right.
And be there with the journey and feel everything, and don't tell it what it's supposed to be. And if you need to sleep, sleep. And if your body says wake up, wake up. And if if you want to go outside and breathe the air, go breathe the air, but then don't rush it, because your body needs you to partner. Be a partner with your body to heal every step of the way, and not according to what you think you should be doing. Let your body tell you what it needs.
El cuerpo te avisará. Tú, si te pones en alianza con lo que te dice tu cuerpo te lo avisará. Porque ningún médico me dijo a mí que yo no podía sumergirme en agua, pero mi instinto me dijo, no te sumerjas, no se siente bien esa idea de sumergir lo que tienes, ¿verdad? Y entonces esa es la forma como el cuerpo nos avisa poco a poco cómo podemos irnos reincorporando.
All right, so this ends part 2. Episode 2. And
llegamos al final del episodio número 2.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to talk about shared experiences, even though they're painful, if that makes sense.
A pesar de que sea dolorosa la experiencia, because it was painful and it is painful, es divertido poder compartirlo. A pesar de que ha sido doloroso, es muy lindo poder compartirlo. Nos estamos divirtiendo.
Yeah, but it was good to have at least a sister who had gone through it a day apart, so we could text each other and so forth. So we have a couple
Fue bueno tener una hermana que tuvo la experiencia con un día de diferencia para podernos estar texteando. I remember when I wrote you like, okay, so how are you feeling today? Because I was like jealous when I saw you walking and I could not walk. me sentí celosa un día cuando ella
Yeah.
subió un video caminando y ese día estuvo caminando como tan muy bien y yo, pero
Yeah.
¿por qué yo no puedo caminar? Pero como a los 2 días después ya yo estaba caminando también.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example. So being in the present tells you, I can't look at the other person, even though they went through the same thing that I've gone through. They're walking, so I should be walking, and then you're upset with yourself and your body, and you know, fussing. But you weren't ready. Now you're spinning around more than I am. So, okay.
Y ese es un perfecto ejemplo, porque si yo muchas veces nos quedamos viendo a la otra persona porque esa persona sí puede y yo no puedo, mas sin embargo no debemos de pensar así, sino cada quien sana de forma diferente.
All right, so we'll be back. Make sure to come back to look at episode 3 with my sister Stephanie, and this is called Life Talks. So we'll see you soon. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Life Talks. I hope that you were inspired and that you have felt a rejuvenation in your life. And I hope that what you are saying right now is that the answer that you are given to what life has thrown at you is that I am still here. Email us with your Life Talk ideas at mylifetalkstv@gmail.com. See you next time. Bye.